Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today is not a happy day. Let me fill you in on what went wrong yesterday, and then we can start to take the Daytona 675 apart. Because, ooh, why is the blue light on? What does that mean? Where's that blue light coming from? Okay, that goes all the way around. Anyway, let me tell you what happened. So, if you haven't been on the channel for a while, this is my Daytona 675. There'll be a video up there that you can go and click on and see how happy I was at one point. So, last night, I decided to take my beautiful bike out quite late. I was like, do you know what? It's been a day. So I'm going to take it out, have a ride, just clear my head. What I love about bikes is that it's so good at clearing your head. And took it out, went down Orwell, got this awesome picture. Look at that, beautiful. And it was mint. I was like sick. But the road's kind of tight down there, and I was like, I'm going to need to turn the bike around. So I picked the bike off its stand, went to turn it left, and it would not turn left. Now, last night I was faffing around with it, and I'd made it turn left again. So it wouldn't turn left, which was a bit worrying, considering I was about 20 miles from home. I was like, well, this is a problem, so give it a little, and it worked, and I managed to ride it home somewhat safely. It was pretty scary. It handled terribly. I don't know what had got caught or what was going wrong. When I got home to the driveway, it nearly threw me off. So I gave it a hard yank so I didn't die. And as I got into the drive, the whole power after the yank, it went, and the whole thing just shut off. And now, when I turn it on, prime, there's no fuel pump prime, there's no dash dials. In fact, I'll bring you over so you can see once you do it, but there's no fuel pump prime, and the dials aren't working. So, obviously, something is wrong. I have done some Googling, and I've asked on the owners group, blah, 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 and everyone said it probably was the loom has been yanked that goes around here. And I can see that, but I don't know where it goes to. I don't know the procedures for it. There's nothing really online to help either. So what I'm going to do today, I am asking for help. I've asked Pete and I've asked my uncle. My uncle's big into building bikes and stuff. Not so much this type of bike, but how difficult can it be? I rang up Triumph and I said, hey, how much are you guys per hour? Because I'll be honest, I never bought this for content. This was bought for me to just enjoy. And I thought if I just drop it to them, maybe they can fix it for me. £144 an hour. You know what? We'll try and make a YouTube video. We'll try and fix it. £144 a fucking hour. I actually couldn't believe it. But yeah, so the bike, we're going to have to take it apart. I know the fuse box is under here. So we'll have a look at that, see if any fuses are blown. Because that obviously could happen also. But we need to get this off so we can have a proper look down here. So let's do that now. Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Daytona. This is not the kind of video I wanted to be making, but you'll see here I started to take the fenders all off, and I actually realised most of the way through doing it, I don't need to take the actual head of the motorbike off. So I stopped doing that, but took everything else off I actually needed. So let's join me back in the garage. Okay, so I've taken the plastics off from the inside, and I've got to the fuse box, and look at that. Fucking blown, you little bastard. I don't know why I thought to check the fuses, but I was like, do you know what? Let's check the fuse. I think I must. I don't know. I actually don't know why that would have happened, but now I need to go find one of these. I don't know if I have any of these, because this is like bike size, but it would be nice if this was the problem, so I can just kind of put it all back together and maybe enjoy it again, because I don't know whether a part of the wiring loom had got caught, but like the bike is moving freely now. I'll show you. So, yeah, I need to go up my unit again and see if I have one of these. So let's go. The local service station had these, and they've got the little red one in I need. Let's try it. Oh my goodness me. Please, please! It used to be this. Like, why would the fuse blow? Is that not something I need to be concerned of? Do I check more of the fuses? Okay. Okay, randomly enough, the other 10 is blown as well. It's a good job I bought more. Imagine if I just bought one, then I would actually be crying right now. Might as well see. Oh! Okay, but we're not. Okay, we've got dash and we've got electrics, but we've got no. So do we check the other fuses? I checked the other fuses. I did. I took every single fuse out of the front of the bike, and I actually went as far to check every single relay in the front of the bike too. I'm really glad I did it, even though I didn't actually need to overall. But I now, everything's a lesson, right? Everything's a lesson, boys. Well, if nothing else today, at least we have a dashboard again. At least we have a dashboard again. That is mint. Oh my god. I took the seat off trying to find this fucking fuse, man. Right, I've got a horn. Fucking dog. Yeah, there's no. I wonder why it blew everything. Okay, we will keep figuring stuff out. I feel like we're getting somewhere. I have checked the relay with my multimeter, the front one that does the starter, and that is okay, but there is a starter solenoid. I believe it's that. I might have to take the battery out. At least it's all alive again. So I might have to take this battery out, and there is a relay in there as well, and it's a green one, which I have one down here, a 30 amp one. So if we can get to this, I just don't know whether to take the battery out, because I've got space to yank it all about, but it's just a pain in the ass having to take the battery out. Hey people, I've checked the fuse in this relay and it is okay. So I don't know whether I need to order a new relay. That was a fucking arseache to get to, by the way. I don't even know where the little cover's gone for it now. Oh, what did I do with that? Oh, there it is. So this was a real arseache to get off. But we got there. I think I might just have to order a new one. These aren't that much money, like 20 quid. So I might order a new one of them. And then later in the week, we come back and we try and get the bike back on the road. I can probably put all the bolts, the front end back together. You don't need to take this off. That is confirmed. What I think the guy meant was this bit down here. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to chill out and then decide, have a little bit more Googling, because there's not much information on this. It's very irritating. Okay, it's a new day, and I've just actually had a kind of a good day. I kind of need to explain what's happened. This is a bit all over the place, because I wasn't planning on filming today. Let me show you. Okay, so number one, let me explain what the hell was happening here. So that helmet that I got, the Scorpion one, was just so uncomfortable. The sizing was wrong, and the front of the helmet was just too close to my big nose like that. So it was really uncomfortable. So I've gone back to old reliable. I've worn shark helmets for nearly 10 years now. I went to a really nice little shop in Essex. I'm going to put the details. It's on like the road between Colchester and Braintree, and they've done a really, really, really good job with me on this. The guy helped me fit it all. He made sure it all fit properly. He showed me how it all works. So let me show you that in a moment. I want to be able to lock the car up so I can get the dog in. Okay, so back to the bike, because this is obviously what has been driving me insane. So it wouldn't turn left, I was saying, and I've just had a look, and now it wouldn't start, right? So it's dead off of this. So what I thought it must have done, this wire that comes from the, where's it gone? This wire here that comes from the starter motor, I thought it must have a problem. Now, it was pinched up in there, look. So I was like, why is that there? That doesn't make sense. And then I noticed, if we straighten the bike out, can we look at it around here? So, As you can see just there, I'd actually been told by a specialist, who are also going to leave his details in the description, that these bolts come loose. So that bolt's obviously wiggled loose, got caught on the electric motor, and as I have yanked it, I've bent the bloody bolt. Look at that. And within doing that, it's snagged. I wish I could show you this easier. I might have to take this off. It's snagged in there, and I can see exposed wires, which is very annoying, but I think what would probably be best is just to buy a whole new one of these. I might ring Triumph and see, or just try and get one off eBay or something. Fit that once it turns up, and then we can enjoy the bike again. So these bolts do wriggle themselves loose, as I've now found out. I hopefully haven't damaged the thread in there, but it's just bent. Look at that. For being bent, that is nuts. There's a pill for that, boys. Don't worry. So, I am relieved. I'm relieved I've worked out what has happened. There's been some really good people that have messaged me through my Instagram to help me out getting here. And we can get the bike working and we can get back on the road. All I want to say is I actually saw there was a massive accident on the A14 the other day. We were coming home from a meeting on the A14, and we were using the A14, and we saw unfortunately, a horrific accident where a motorcyclist had collided with a car, and the motorcyclist died, and we'd seen him laying on the road, and it was kind of all like a bit of a shock to the system. You have to just really like make you remember that we are really just we've got expiry. You know, we're not tough. So I'm gonna get my bike back together, but I just want to say rest in peace to that fella. It was a horrendous thing to see, and it's made me really think about how I will be riding this and making sure I'm ultra alert. I feel like I am alert. I never listen to music. I don't have one of those little things that I can talk to people in. I like to just be at one with the bike, but yeah, I just really wanted to just mention, like, rest in peace to that guy. I'm really sad. It's really, really sad for him. So yeah, I'm really gutted. So we will get a new one of the starters ordered. I will then have to take that fairing off, get that fitted. So I'm going to actually prep that. I'll take the fairing off before that arrives. Work out how to take that off. We're learning how to work on these bikes, and now I know we always have to keep check on these bolts that hold on the head unit. Now it makes sense. This is actually what the guy told me, and that's what I was just looked at. I was like, hang on a minute, and then I saw that and I was like, you motherfucker. So unfortunately it's damaged the shock a little bit, but hopefully that's not going to be detrimental to the actual ride. It's not gone through, so fingers crossed. We'll get the part ordered and I'll update you once we have some updates. But first off, you might see Driftmasters Island. Absolutely buzzing for that. It's going to be amazing. Woo! Let's go, baby. We figured it out. Yes! Hello, my friends. It's a new day. I have the part I need now. I've actually already started taking the bike apart, and I thought, oh yeah, I was filming this, so I should probably carry on. Basically, what I've decided to do, after taking off the plastic from inside here, the bolt is kind of like here that I need, with the plug, sorry, it's kind of there. So what I'm doing is I'm gently and carefully trying to remove this fender. I've never done this before, so I'm trying to be careful, so hopefully we break nothing. I'll show you the new part in a moment. I also need to show you my new helmet that I'm very, very happy with. Yet to ride with it, but it feels a lot more comfortable. I think my head is just made for Shark helmets. So for now, I'm going to stick with Shark for a little bit, even though I'd like to get a couple more. Just maybe get a nice little cabinet in here and have them in. But yep. This fender's coming off. I hate these. These are my enemy. I remember back in the day on the Hondas, I hated them, and this bike has a lot of them. So they're very irritating, but I don't know whether they're on here for a reason. Okay, that is much, much better. I just need to get that one. It's just one of those little plastic bastards out. So I'll do that, get this fender off, and hopefully replace this kill switch with the wiring with no problems, and I can be happy and relax, and the bike will start, and I'll be absolutely made up. Because I've already put most of it back together really late last night. I was very, very bored and couldn't sleep, so I came in here and just started taking it back together. It's kind of a bit therapeutic, I guess. It's beautiful, really. Okay, I've got the fairing loose. It's got a lot of wiring on here. I don't actually know what this is. Would be interested to know if anybody knows, but I need to just get this out, I believe. So, let's unplug it and see what happens. I guess hopefully that will be the correct wire. And then once I plug this new one in, the bike will fire back up.
The new one is over here. I got it from, I believe, on eBay. They were called ASM motor vehicle breakers. And they had one. This is a 2011, but they're pretty much the same bike. It all looks identical. So hopefully this will clip straight in and it will start up and I will be buzzing. So let's give this a go. A quick recap before I fire this up. Hopefully for the first time. I haven't actually put all this back together yet. I've literally just got it dangling. Because I want to see if it will start, if this was the problem. Oi, get back in now. Finn, get back in. Just flicked it round so that I know all the dials and dash are working, but we have not tried the starter yet. So, we're back, baby. We're back, baby. Yes! Come here, Finn. We did it, baby. Let's go. Oh. Yes! Oh, the relief, man. Thank God. So, I thought what I'd do is show you. Now I've got this out. So there's the problem. Look what that bolt did. Just zapped through that wire there. Must have shorted it out. And that's the problem right there. We figured it out, man. Oh, I'm so relieved. We're going to keep this as a sign of our victory. Hell yeah, baby.
I'm not going to pretend that I wasn't really gutted when this originally happened, but I think during the last few days working on the bike in the garage, honestly, I've absolutely loved it. Apart from using those little black plastic things, my God, they're so annoying. But the rest of the bike was really easy to take apart, put back together, especially compared to the cars over the years. So I had a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed the video too. So make sure you hit subscribe. We're good, baby. Yes. Wow, I cannot explain how relieved I am that this is all done. This was the culprit. Now, I just want to tell you guys, I spoke to an awesome Triumph guy, and he instantly told me this problem, because a lot of people were saying maybe your steering barrel's gone, maybe the wire loom's got caught around your shocks, all this stuff, which I checked, and you probably saw me check in, and we checked all the fuses. 2 of the fuses had blown purely because wiring loom had obviously, can you see that there? The wiring loom there had obviously shorted on the bike and blew the 2 fuses that revolve around the ignition. Glad we fixed those and all the dash came back alive, because that was some pure relief. This little bolt though obviously sheared through that. We're going to keep them as a memento. Our first thing we've fixed on the bike with only us doing it, which is really cool. Obviously got the advice from that really nice guy up in Suffolk, so the bike will definitely go to him at some point, I guess. Now he's kind of won my loyalty there. We've got it all back together. I will take it on a ride, but not today. So I'll do a special little ride out very, very soon. The reason I'm not going to do it today, in fact, I'm going to sit on it, a sick thing this is. The reason I'm not going to do it today is I was at my sister's wedding last night, and got very, very drunk. I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear still, so I don't want that to be a causing factor if I do have an issue on the bike in terms of me coming off of it. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really proud we managed to sort this. There's only one other thing I think I need to do, and that is just to make sure that is, yeah, it looks perfect on there, to be fair. I was fucking around with all these light bulbs and everything while we were doing it. I was just kind of learning the bike as we were doing it, so I'm very relieved. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. We fixed something, boys. Yes. We'll be back on the road very soon, and I've also got a new helmet to show you, because I traded my old one back in and got myself a beautiful new one. So I'll go over that in the next video when we go for a nice little ride out. First coming is going to probably be Driftmasters Island. So back to drifting, back to that. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.